Hello YouTube, it's Sunday. Sunday I do not like to work. That's just my beliefs, unless it's a hobby. Or something you catch up on. I bought, you can buy your ham. Well, it doesn't matter what store. You get like a quarter of a ham. You know, it's got that thick skin on, it's been processed. You know what I mean. My friend used to call it a pit ham. But I'm going to make some ham salad. As I'm jabbing, you can look and say, what is this? Ham salad, I just put relish and Miracle Whip. Or I like a brand called Spin Blend, which is kind of in between a mayo and not as tangy as Miracle Whip. Your preference. And a really nice pickle relish. Don't put no onion in it. And I don't like it on bread like when I was a kid. I like putting it on crackers. What a snack. Well, if you've never seen one of these, this is a hand-powered meat grinder. Well, you see how clean and shiny it is? You'll see these in places, they'll be so rusted and corroded it'll be unbelievable. They'll be so rusted and nasty, and we're going to clean this up a little bit so it's more sanitary. I mean, we always wash it in hot water before we use it. And I haven't probably used this in a couple of years. And I have a big table in my kitchen. It's like a restaurant table. It stands like 4 foot high over your waist. Not quite chest high to me. And it's stainless. You look up Menards, $250 restaurant stainless table, 3x5. I mean, I got a scam of a deal. It's got a shelf down below it, 3/4 inch plywood. It's loaded with all my cast iron cookware and everything. And this little bread pan's just right. And I had the original box this and threw it away. Well, before the timer gets too far, I gave $10 for this at a Lewis and Clark event. And I have a video on that. They all get together, you know, with the tents and everything from the period correct. And they sell knives and trinkets. And I got there and it was just opening. This young man and his mom. And they had a griddle and they had this. I go, what do you want for the meat grinder? He goes, Mom? He goes, well, what will he give me? So I'll give you $10. Sold. I bought that and the griddle for $10 too. You know. He's like, wow, $20, we're not even open yet. So they both enjoyed that. And I enjoyed it because look how clean it is. Well, let's get busy. And we'll clean everything up. We'll wire brush where there's rust. We'll probably do that by hand. We don't like using rotary tools and spinning bristles all over. And I got one of these scrubbies. One homemade scrubby left. And I can't find the rest of my new pads, so we'll get by. So stay tuned. We'll come back. We'll show you how this thing goes together with nice. And ain't that nice to store that in? Ain't that nice? Little bread pan. And that's not too hell of a cheapo. Here's the brand name. They're not too cheap in the store. I bet this pan's like $10 now. And it bakes. I used to bake frozen bread in it. You buy it in a loaf frozen. Okay, we're talking way too much, getting off the topics. I'm here to see how the grinder is made. You'll get to see. If you've never seen one, you'll be wowed and amazed how it is. I should bring out a hunk of something and crank it through there for you. But we'll be back. And we are done, and we are taking a deep breath. It's starting to get a little warm in here. Look for the before and after pictures. I always tell people, look at the pictures. You'll see things I didn't do a video on. Because I took an emery stone of them in my little Dremel type tool and polished that and polished this with a scrub pad. Because this is the machine surface right here. Hold on, bear with me, don't drop it. That's a machine surface. See that? Here's your auger. Your handle has the triangle shape. You turn it this way. It augers the meat up there to the front. Start shoving it through the holes. And then your cutter blade, this is of course. And I use a fine for my burger. Or salad. I use the fine one. You know, all these parts have a number on, I think. That it goes in the, this is called number 2. But I think I'm going to clerk out that wood on the handle. So we'll put it together. We did clean this up and clear coated it with clear enamel paint so it don't rust. And that's just like cast iron. My hands are still black. I mean, I washed them just with rinse water on my squirt bottle, and they're still black. What a mess. I changed the towel here like twice. Anything else before we stick it together? Oh, this could have been for a sausage stuffer too. See these threads? There could have been another attachment they put on their back. I do not know. We'll put together and demonstrate it. Sometime I can make a video of showing it grinding, but you'd probably get a kick out of that. Let's put it together. Okay, I got it up here in the vise, kind of precariously, so we wouldn't want to get carried away. We could turn the crank this way anyway, we'd have to put it on the table. But I wanted to get it up where you can see it. So let's get this thing together and I'll show you how it works. Okay, you have a notch in these, right? I don't know if you noticed on here there's a notch where that has to go on there. You can't have it real tight because you'll bind it and then you'll just be wearing your cutters down. So we'll slowly turn this. See how it feeds out and chops it. See how the auger feeds it. Safe. You couldn't cut your finger off this unless you don't stick your finger in there. Electric ones, beware of them. Use them. Always have a stick. I've used electric one. Always have a stick maybe where you push your meat in. Never feed an electric one like this. Do not do that. Listen to me. I don't know. Whole half a cow one time. We'll tell a story in Sunday in the shop one time about that. A whole day of grinding with an electric one. Of course, there's when you have 3 sides. See, everything got number 2 on it. So you don't went to this. And this machine surface back here, where that fits in there. You don't have to oil it, self-lubricating. You can put a little oil on it. I wonder if it'd grind a napkin. If I can grind something out here, I'll make a clip of it, shove it in a paper towel or something through it. I figure I put the 3 cutter blade on so you can see it, how much better. I would never want to put a motor on something like this and ruin it, because if you, watch I tighten this up. Watch. See, it won't move. Watch when the bolt's too loose. See how too loose? See? See that? You gotta have this thing just right. You gotta fiddle with it. You just gotta have a feel for it. I've used one since I was a little kid, so I'll tell you that story too. Grinding about 50 pounds of beef when I was a kid. Sometime Sunday in the shop. Story to look forward to. Better for the winter time for them stories. And once in a while you get spinning it too much, and it will come loose. You'll feel it. I'm rattling it back there. You'll feel it. You'll know it's coming loose. You know it's kind of wonky, but there you go. Thanks for watching. If I can get something to grind in here, that's aluminum. And the screw on the bottom, down here, I took a before and after picture of that. I did the thread the best I can with a wire brush. Kind of limited on tools, but we're out of here. We're gone. I'll take a before and after that if I clear coat that. I'm not going to stain it. I like it that color because I'm used to it after owning this thing for 20-some years. So we're gone. We're out of here. Hey, let's grind some bologna. There you go. Ain't that fun? Now we're going to go and do some ham. Make me some ham salad in the house.